just love that album. But yeah, probably Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Go on, sound guy, throw one out there.
I haven't listened to that album, man. I'd say
what?
Yay, though.
What?
I've listened to Life of Pablo and Yay. And Yay is the one that I prefer.
You haven't listened to any others?
No, I haven't.
Right.
This podcast is powered by Audio House W.
So yeah, welcome to episode 41 of the Sold Out podcast. I'm joined by Brian McGuinness, obviously, co-hosting here with Rushes. Very excited to have you in the studio today.
Cheers, thank you.
But yeah, how are things, man? How's like your 2019 been so far?
All good so far. Yeah, just like getting everything together for everything else that's going on in the year as well.
Yeah.
Even though a lot of stuff has happened, there's more to look forward to. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So you've obviously had a busy few months jumping in. So if you want to talk about like for this debut project, kind of, was there anything before that? Like, what were your kind of origins with music and stuff?
I guess I came from like a kind of small town in West Cork, and there wasn't really any like kind of influences there. There was just like, it was all kind of like, say, cover bands maybe, and like traditional music,
stuff like that.
Folk music, just guitar music. So basically it was just like the internet that kind of like made everything possible, I think. So once I like found that and like tried to use like, you know, trying to find songs like on LimeWire and stuff like that, and building it up, and then just like listening to songs over and over again and breaking them apart and then trying making my own, I guess. But definitely took a lot of time.
That's sick, man. Yeah. So in terms of like, where did you get your influences like genre wise? Because your sound, I don't want to like describe it because like it might be like insulting sort of thing, but I get like Muramasa vibes at times, like even like maybe like the 1975 a little bit, or like, you know, different influences, like small little bits. So like, who were you listening to mainly? Like,
I guess I listened to a lot of just like hip hop and rap was probably like the main kind of like the starting point, I guess, for me. A lot of like Kanye, like he definitely like I guess like, I don't know, made me think differently, I guess. Like 808 Heartbreaks, that.
Gonna ask
that is just the quintessential album for.
Yeah, like I like a new song that's like going to be coming out in the future. Like I referenced it and like saying how like in 12, you know, it made you feel something, but like you didn't feel any, you know, you weren't in love or anything like that. But like it was just like a lot of Kanye, because just like reinventing himself and all that kind of stuff, and then branching onto, I guess Odd Future were a big one for me as well.
Yeah, that's sick, yeah.
Even though I don't know, does it come into the music, but just listening to things like that was definitely like good for me, I suppose. And more recently, just trying to find like the new artists, like new people bubbling up as well, and just seeing what they have to offer as well, and just like, you know, keeping your ears to the ground, like, and know what's current as well is
100%
is good. Yeah.
So when did you like, were you making music when you were living down in Cork, or was it when you moved up here?
Yeah, I started like making music on like, say, I don't know I can't even remember what the software was, but it was just like trash, you know.
GarageBand or something.
Even worse than that. But
completely on your own.
Yeah, completely on my own, because like nobody else down there was making anything. Like it was. There's not really many musicians like doing like, I guess, even popular music, I guess. So yeah, I just did it myself and made loads of shit songs, loads of just bad beats, everything just, and then I decided to go to college for music production in Dublin.
Okay.
So that's where I kind of moved up, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna do this and, you know, get the best out of it and see how it goes. But I dropped out after the first year because it was kind of like, I guess, old school, like big desks you're working with and like big studio vibes, which isn't the case. Like you don't need that. And I'm happy that I realized that, because I wasn't using any creativity at all. So I just said, I'm just gonna, like, you know, defer my year kind of thing, and just basically dropped out and just lived up here. Just did like some part-time work and then just made music in my bedroom for like a good solid like year, until I like showed it to anybody, and they were just like demos, you know, but like hundreds of demos, and then I like kind of heard about Diffusion Lab kind of bubbling up as well. So I just sent the demos through, and they just got back to me and was like, "Yeah, that's cool." So then that's when the music started happening. The better stuff, I suppose.
Yeah. That's sweet. Did you have like the name at that time, or was this like all?
I had it in like 6th year. Yeah, I had it in
Really?
6th.
Yeah,
So I had
yeah.
it before. I was down home, and I was like trying to like come up with a name. I was like, I did a show. I supported James Arthur in like Cork, just like random when I was like 17.
Yeah.
That was like my first show ever. And I don't really play much now either, like live. I'm getting like, it's gonna start coming now, but I didn't have a name back then. I was just going under like my own name. So I was just kind of thinking of names, and I was trying to think of something that kind of encapsulated the time. Everybody was like thinking about college. We were all just like doing reckless shit and stuff. So I don't know, Rushes came to me just like, that just describes this, and let's just stick to this then. And so I just went with that. Like it didn't change a name or anything like that. Yeah.
Like this generation almost.
Yeah, just this generation, you know, thinking like just no consequences, like just doing shit for the, you know, for fun of it, I suppose. Yeah. And that was it. Yeah.
Was there anyone you were in college with that is also making music now? Like, is there anyone that you sort of see that's like they're also going?
Yeah. There's actually this guy, Alex Ladola. He was in my first year. He's over in Martin Garrick's studio, so he's doing sick. Yeah. He's helping out there. So you know, and he finished the course. You know, it worked for him. Yeah. Like I think he was more like production based, where I'm more like a writer. So that's where like the assignments were all, you know, do this task, you know, learn how to do this. Where I wasn't, you know, writing at all. Like it was just like just stopped for me.
Yeah.
So I had to like just break off and just like do it myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a pretty brave move to make after like 1 year though.
Yeah. But I think so. Yeah, it was, I guess. But my parents, they were like super supportive. Like I guess they just saw something in me just to go do it. And just they'll like support me whatever I do. So once I had their like, I guess not permission, but you know, they just let me do it.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I'm going for it. Yeah. Yeah. I kind of like saw. I know it's not like I saw the future or anything, but I was just like, I need to do this. You know, you know when you need an instinct kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. So like, so you were writing songs since about 6 years then?
No, I was writing songs for about like since I was like 15, really, I suppose. Like probably a bit younger, but I was just, you know, I can't really remember. Like memory's kind of foggy, but like I remember starting then, like actively, I suppose. Yeah. And just kept like writing bad songs and learning how to like structure things, and it just kind of came to me over time. Yeah. It just came over time, I suppose. Yeah, no, like it really comes together. And as well, so like when you originally like put the word out to Diffusion Lab, like did you just get like an email back? Like what were those early days with them like? Yeah, so Ivan, who's my manager now, I remember I was in the cinema. I was like going to watch the movie, and he just rang me and was like, "Oh, yeah, listen to your demos." I think I put probably my number on the email or something. He just rang me, and I was like, "Oh shit, that's cool." And so yeah, that's how it kind of happened, I guess. That's crazy. Yeah. And like what kind of environment is it like working in there? Like, are you like, what kind of roles does everyone play? Or so basically, there's like Martian is the producer, is the like engineer mixer. Chris is the producer. Ivan's like the manager basically. So it's like a small team. There's also another girl working there, Stephanie, who helps with like everything. She like also is really, really good. So basically what happens is you kind of go in, like work with Chris or Martian. They work together now, like making beats and stuff. Yeah. And basically it always starts off with like, say, like an emotion or whatever like that, you know, or how I'm feeling that day. And then just come in, like I usually have something written beforehand, probably. Or some ideas flowing around, and then it just kind of just like structures itself, I guess. Yeah. Like get a verse and a chorus, and then just like do the rest, and then come back, record the vocals properly, mix it all down. Yeah. And it's like, it's done. Yeah. Make any tweaks and stuff like that. And it's really like, some days it can be like a super long, like it might take a good few sessions to get the song right, but then some it can just come like really quickly. So it's it's a mixed bag. Like, yeah.
And like, is it like, so it's a small team, obviously, it's like just you and and so like, have you kind of floated the idea of like collaborating with anyone else, or like, are you kind of just
I'm definitely looking to like go abroad and writing is my main thing. So writing if it's for other artists or just working with other producers, like it's all there, you know? It's just a matter of like planning is kind of hard to do, I suppose. And just getting it right.
And well, you've got a good thing going, obviously, because everything you're doing with them is obviously like fireworks at the moment.
Thanks. So like, I guess just trying to like, I don't know, find the time to do everything that I want to do, but also keep my own stuff, you know, do my own thing. Because I definitely want to write for, you know, bigger artists, you know, do as much as I can, but I also have to think, you know, if I want to do this artist thing, then I have to go for it as well. Because coming into the Diffusion Lab, I wasn't coming in to do the music for myself. I was doing it like I was bringing these songs and like, oh, maybe somebody else could sing it, maybe somebody else could you know, like, you know,
that's crazy.
Do the track. Then Ivan was just like, you know, why don't you just do it yourself? And so I just did, and I haven't stopped since. So
Nice. How long ago was that you first joined them?
So it was like 2 years ago, I'd say, maybe 2 years ago. And at the start, it was just a lot of kind of just like trying to, I guess, you know, like learn. Like it was a lot of learning as well, you know, because especially
comfortable as well.
To get comfortable, definitely, because a lot of the time I was just like, what's the word? Like, you know, I couldn't get my message across to them how I wanted it to sound. Whereas now I can just be like, you know, I know what to say for them to do, you know, they do the task, you know, and get it done. So it's just a lot easier. I
say when you come from being used to writing stuff in your bedroom on your own, to then going into like a proper structured environment where you've got lads looking at you like, okay, what are we doing? So that takes a while to adjust.
Definitely, because it's just more, it's like more eyes on you as well. Especially because I love to just do it all myself. But, you know, it definitely helps because, you know, working with other people, because you can get so much more done, I think. You know, it's really good.
And would you guys ever write for each other, like within the lab?
We don't write like, well, sometimes we might like, you know, throw ideas around and stuff. But I wouldn't go like specifically, you know, I'm going to write this song for this artist. But we definitely collab and just like throw ideas around and just,
like, water cooler talk sort of stuff like no, that's sweet. And then the visual side of the album as well is like really, really strong. So obviously like Nathan Barlow is kind of like the little genius over there at Diffusion Lab. So like the Glimpse video in particular is just like next level. Like how was it like filming that and like the process for
that? Was sick. So basically we like kind of did it on a whim. Like we just like I had the idea, like we just were like, let's go do it. So
you kind of like wrote like
so Stephanie and myself kind of like came up with the whole idea of what the video was going to be, and then Nathan came on board, and you know he always just like throws his ideas onto it, and he's like amazing. So that's how it kind of worked, and we were like, we're going to do this in London because that's the vibe that we. Like,
I was going to say because
that's like the vibe that we just thought it would be, and you know we just contacted like two actors, and they were like, yeah, we're down for doing it.
That's sick,
and then like it was also kind of scary because they hadn't met each other before. You didn't know what kind of chemistry they kind of have, but they were just like, it just worked out perfectly. So it was like amazing. Cool.
That's sick, because I was almost going to say, like, was it like, you know, a close friend of yours, or like two friends you knew, or, you know, something like
just random people, and they're really nice people as well. Like, so it just went perfect.
That's gas.
I think we need to get Stephanie and Nathan on here.
At some stage.
Just get the whole thing.
Explain the madness.
Like in fairness to like say Stephanie or Nathan, like they do a lot of work. Like they definitely help out so much. Take the weight off our backs and just
It's good to see from like, I'm really interested in the visual side of things like that, and it's good to see the recognition Nathan is getting as well. From like when the blogs pick up the singles and that, the coverage that the videos are getting, because they're really good. I mean, like you get the respect because they're really good, but it's good to see.
Definitely, I think he deserves more. Like, to be honest, like I think like he's really good. Like he's just, I think he's gonna go huge probably.
Especially with such a small team.
And
he's not using like big cameras or anything like that. He's just doing it. it's really impressive to see.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, so I suppose like when you're working there, I presume like kind of you've learned a lot, obviously, like working with the team and stuff. Like, is there anything, I don't know, maybe like you maybe going back 2 years, like before you were there, like any advice you could nearly shed, you know, having put out one project to like maybe like up and coming artists and stuff like that?
Advice definitely is just, I think, keep writing, like keep like learning your craft, getting better.
As you said, you're going to have like a few bad songs and
for sure, yeah, and definitely live life. Because if you don't experience anything, you're not going to, you know, have anything to write about. It's going to be like pretty meaningless. So I think just like keep going, and just have as many experiences as you can.
Yeah. Because it'll only help you write more.
Yeah, for sure.
That's sort of when you said about dropping out of college because the writing just stopped, and then you started just living in Dublin, and suddenly you started writing again.
Yeah,
it's because you're getting those experiences. Like, it's just life, but you have a way of telling that.
Yeah,
and it's really interesting how that just like kicks it off.
Definitely,
you have to be within a structure.
Yeah, for sure.
I was going to say something else about how long did the EP take to put together? How long was the whole process?
It was definitely like, it was a quick process. It was really quick, but we were just kind of waiting for the right time to put it out. Because obviously the other guys had their own projects as well.
March was like a busy month.
yeah, for sure. So we wanted to just create as much of an impact as possible and like just do it as best we could. So yeah, we did it in like a few weeks, like but definitely like vocals took, you know, we spaced it out, but it could have been done in like, you know, a few weeks if we wanted it to, but it was just, you know, spaced out a bit. And then we just like made sure we got everything together and then put it out. So
no, because it's sick. Like, so did it originate like what like when you were kind of starting out, and like why even did you pick, you know, like 5 tracks? Because I like that, you know, coming from that whole like the Kanye Somewhere Just Gone, where like every album has like 7 songs, you know, a nice short project. Was that like a conscious decision even, or like
literally Glimpse was just to give you like a glimpse. I think 5 tracks is good for that, especially for like a first project. Like that's all you want to give away,
exactly,
because you can't give away your whole story in like the first, you know, I wouldn't want to do that. I want to, you know, build on it, and the next project is probably going to be around like 8 tracks. It's going to get bigger, just fleshed out a bit more, and that's going to be put out, and then we'll go for like a full album. So that's
I feel like that's smart, because you see a lot of artists have this like, even like they might have a great first project, but then they can't follow it up because
they've said it all
exactly. You know, that kind of way. I feel like that because I think Logic just put out that Supermarket, that thing, and like for me, like his first album is still like that's a great project, and then everyone that kind of came out just gradually got like worse and worse, because I don't know, I just don't think the writing is like there, you know.
I think he's trying to like saturate the market kind of thing. The
supermarket.
The supermarket, which isn't great, like sometimes, because, you know, like it's also good to like I suppose he's lived a lot of life as well, and just, you know, done a lot of things. But yeah, whatever he wants to do, I guess it's not my thing to say.
Actually, I remember him. He said last year, didn't he? Come out and said he had something like a crazy amount of albums recorded.
I'm not surprised really though.
Yeah, so maybe that's what you're saying.
Sure.
Which is sort of, because if you're keeping albums though, it's you don't know if it's going to be relevant or if it's going to be received well when you're dropping them there, which is maybe what's happening.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, you don't want to be like, because like you said with the Kanye stuff, it's like every time he puts something out, it's so like on the edge, it's so reinventive.
And he shows everybody that he's creating it.
Exactly.
Puts it all out there in the world to see.
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody knows.
Yeah.
It's really interesting what he's doing with those the Sunday services at the moment.
Yeah.
Like,
he's doing Coachella with it.
Yeah.
He's doing like a sunrise set at Coachella.
That would be cool to see, I think. That'd be really cool.
Like I hope it bleeds over into the album, because like every time it's on Kim's story, it's just slaps so hard. Like,
it does, man. He does a great job of doing that. I hope he stays in that track, you know. I hope he doesn't like, lose himself a bit, you know, too much.
Yeah. He seems to like really thrive when he's just got a huge amount of talented people working with him. And he's just sort of orchestrating things and putting his influences in.
Yeah.
Did you ever see that the Chance interview with Saint Lowe? And he's showing them like the different versions of like feedback and stuff. Do you see that?
That was,
and he has choirs all over everything.
That was so much better. I loved it.
It was so sick. Yeah, it wasn't feedback, was it? It was.
It was Waves.
Yeah. It had choirs all over Waves. It's so sick.
Yeah.
I have to watch that.
Yeah. No, it's whopper. Like, do you kind of like watch a lot of like even like you know, the kind of personalities like behind the music as well?
Yeah, I watch a lot of interviews. Just to see what they're doing, I suppose. Learning from them, definitely. Load of YouTube videos, constantly down like wormholes.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be musicians or anything. It can just be like any kind of public figure.
Yeah. But yeah, I suppose right. If you mention Kanye, you're gonna have to get the like, what's your favorite Kanye question? Oh wait, album. Yeah.
What do you say your favorite? Fair enough question as well.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd say probably My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Good answer.
I think because like I love all of them. Like they all have kind of like a good place for me, I guess.
Yeah.
But that one, I think it just like the quality is just perfect.
Yeah.
It's really good, and definitely how like he went. I think he went away to like Hawaii or something. With, like the whole team, and that's all they made, and like it shows like that they put a lot of effort into it.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, and even the lead up with the whole like. Was it Good Friday, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good.
Good Fridays, yeah. I've actually been listening to that again recently. Really? Every now and then it just comes back around. You hear Power or something, and it's just like, I have to get back into that album.
Yeah, no, it's savage.
It's incredible.
What would yours be?
Oh, damn, I didn't want that flipped around. No, do you know what? Recently, right? And it's funny because I went to that, like the premiere in like, it was like in Cineworld or something with the like fashion show when they debuted Pablo like the first time. And when I left it, I thought I was like really underwhelmed because obviously I have this hype every Kanye release. You're like, it's going to be absolutely amazing. And it's hard to live up to that. But for me, as that album's kind of aged, like it's the most diverse I think Kanye is on like one project. So I think that's one of my favorites at the moment. It's just, I find that really easy to re-listen to because I feel like, even though I love Dark Fantasy, it's like, I don't know, it's too much of a vibe though, you know, that kind of way.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know, so Life of Pablo.
No, Dark Fantasy is.
But you're saying Life of Pablo would be
I feel like it's easier. A bit... Yeah, I feel like, you know, you've got like, you've got a track like Waves, which is kind of like poppy. Yeah. You've also got like FML, you know, you've got The Weeknd, or, you know, and you've got...
Fair, yeah.
You know,
nice. I think my favourite track off that was Saint Pablo. The one you dropped afterwards.
Yeah.
That's the hilarious thing about it, is he just kept changing it too, you know?
Yeah,
like even 30 Hours, I think he changed it like 2 or 3 times, like from the original release, like, so...
Yeah. That was sick.
What about yours? We'll go around the table.
I think Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy would have to be up there. I love Graduation.
Yeah.
Graduation is...
Good morning.
Yeah, I just love that album. But yeah, probably Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Go on, sound guy. Throw one out there.
I haven't listened to that album, man. I'd say
What?
Yay, though.
What?
Yay. Listen to Life of Pablo and Yay. And Yay's the one that I prefer.
You haven't listened to any others?
No, I haven't.
Right, we need another intermission. What would the audio goes downhill. But yeah, I mean, like, so where kind of like do you see yourself? I mean, obviously you're talking about it, kind of like writing for other artists and stuff like that. But I mean, just over the next few kind of like even months and the next year or so, obviously you have this gig in Whelan's coming up.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go towards kind of gigging a little bit for a while?
Yeah, definitely, because I actually like haven't really gigged at all. You know, it's been very like under wraps, I guess, the music, which is cool. But like, I want to go out there and like, not so much like prove, but like just put my name out there and just like make it known that like I'm here to stay. Kind of thing. Yeah.
Because I suppose like you'll see then as well like that kind of like visceral like reaction and stuff, and it might like inform like the next project too and stuff like that.
For sure.
Which is pretty exciting.
Yeah, I think I just like want to do something different as well. Like I think like people would be surprised with what we've like kind of come up with.
Yeah.
Definitely for like the show aspect and just making it like really sick.
Yeah.
That's what we're going for.
Nice. Looking forward to.
I know. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of people, you hear a lot of artists say that it's only from actually gigging their music and like seeing people's reactions like up close that they learn like what direction they're going in, or like how they feel about their music.
And especially because like only recently have I been going to like live gigs and seeing people, because when I was back home, there was no live gigs. There was nothing to like go to.
True. Yeah.
So now I'm just like soaking everything in. Like anybody who I can go to see, I'll go see.
Well, you can.
Just to like, you know, get some things that they do maybe. Just learn from people, I guess. Yeah. Definitely seeing how like the crowd react to them.
Yeah.
Like what they do, and like, you know, see how they like, you know, what the crowd likes about it.
To get that.
Yeah.
Is there like what kind of gigs have you been to recently, or any that like stand out?
Put them on the spot.
I know, because I was going to say, right, because what happened to me, like I talked about it before on this as well, it's like the Migos just like disappointed me so much at Longitude, because, you know, like, and recently before we started, I was showing Oren, or I wasn't showing you, but I was telling you about like a Playboy Cardi set at like Coachella or something, and I wanted like that energy from them when they came out, but they were like, they didn't have Offset. Like the two lads came out like hands in their pockets, like no energy at all, you know, that kind of way, and it's just so disappointing when you're like, this bad and bougie, this should be like a good time.
I was getting food, like I could see it from like the distance, and it didn't look like, it didn't look great, but you know, that's how it is, I suppose. I think at Longitude as well, I think Tyler the Creator, that was sick.
I wasn't there that year.
That was sick. Who else was really good? Anderson .Paak as well, really good.
Were you at the gig recently?
I wasn't. No, not. I was the one at Longitude. But the sound was bad though. But like he was really good. I
don't love seeing those acts like at festivals, though. To be fair, like it's good to see them like when you can, but like I remember like when The Weeknd toured. I think it was like 2 or 3 years at like Longitude. It was at Coachella. But I was like, I'd love to see him in an arena tour though. I feel like that's where you'd really get like the experience.
For sure, that'd be sick as well.
Because I suppose like even with your set then as well, it's like it's good to like cultivate like this vibe, this like presence and everything like that as well.
It's like it's not like a hype thing or anything, you know. It's like you have to create a mood, and that comes down to as well like the lighting, and that comes down to like the visuals and just how you like present yourself, and just like the aura, I suppose. So that's what we're kind of focusing on, I guess.
That's great to hear though. You're like really thinking about the full picture.
Because a lot of people, it's just like it's not good. I don't want to say shit again, but you know, it's just it's very same old. Like there's nothing exciting about it. Which I think, you know, needs to happen for like the whole, I guess, scene to like, you know, pop off and like grow. So it's definitely because like from watching say other Irish acts, like they're doing really good things, so that inspires you to go, you know, I want to kind of one up them.
100%.
Like just kind of friendly competition.
I think it's really great to see that, because just before as well, like we're having conversations about, you know, certain artists like branding themselves and like putting together that aura and that mood. It's thing that most artists I think are missing at the moment, just when you like click onto their Instagram page just to get that initial like feeling, you know, that kind of way, or that just initial vibe to them, and just how to present themselves. And I think it's something that kind of lacks across the board overall. Like there's certain acts like what you guys do at Diffusion Lab just like sets that bar, and a few others, but like kind of more broadly speaking, I know what you mean, where it's like it's a little bit lacking. But like I think in the last like year, it's been like amazing. Everybody's up their game. You know, it's really cool to see. Like everybody's just like killing it.
That's been the most striking thing in the last year. Like that's why people are getting success, because they're mature artists. Like you've got good music, like it's more mature music than it was a few years ago. But then you've got like
followed up.
You've got albums with great covers. You've got like the whole picture looks good, and that's what gets like international attention, and what gets festivals and that kind of thing. So.
No, it's great to see. Like even just in terms of like just having the music video and just having it fit the vibe and you know, everything like that. It's just it's massive. Like because you don't even think about it as a music listener until, you know, you kind of compare the difference between the two, you know, that kind of way. But it's great to see like that scene growing. Like beginning, like obviously when you wouldn't have had like as much support, like was there anything that you see that you could have been doing maybe a little bit more now? Just kind of going back to like kind of helping people out.
I suppose I think it's good. Something that I didn't do too much was putting myself out there. Like I like naturally kind of just like I keep to myself. But recently I've kind of like been going out doing things, you know, trying to link up with people.
That's a good point, yeah.
Whereas before I was just, you know, very kind of to myself and just like, it was all just, you know, I just centered it around, you know, like what I was doing. But you have to share, you know, to make things better as well, you know? So definitely that's probably a bit of good advice, I suppose,
And going back to like what we said, what you see more over the last year is like people sharing each other's music and everything like that too. And going to each other's gigs, like I was at Nilo's gig recently and like Mango Math Man is standing in front of you, you know, that sort of stuff where you're like, you know, just everyone supporting each other and just everyone comes up together then, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
People just investing and buying into the whole scene and the music.
Yeah, because it helps everybody. Like if one person like does really well, it's like it's not going to take away from all of us. It's just going to like bring more light to the whole like country, you know?
Yeah, exactly,
So I don't think, you know, people should be, you know, looking negatively on somebody for, you know, doing great things. You like,
which is hard for Irish people to do as well, though.
And it's like the whole Irish thing. It's just, you know, we all want it. Everybody wants it to be like us, you know, like just yourself.
Exactly.
But you know, you have to, you know, show love, and you know, just it's gonna happen someday. If you believe in yourself, it's gonna happen. So you know, when the time happens, just make sure to
be ready. Exactly. One thing I always kind of like throw at guests sometimes as well is like, if you could have like a pint with like any like mainstream like celebrity or like artist or anything, like, because we could go back to Kanye, but like, is there anybody like, you know?
Imagine Kanye drinking pint.
I know, right? I couldn't imagine it though.
Damn, that's a hard one.
I wonder if he does drink.
I don't know. I actually haven't seen.
Well, like I suppose he did a few years ago. But I
don't know about now. Yeah.
Strange.
Wow, that's a hard question. Who would it be?
Because like someone asked me that recently, and I was like, "Damn, that is tough." Because you want to get like the most out of it, and then you also want like a fun like chat as well. Like.
That's true. Damn.
And then you introduce like Dead or Alive. You're like, oh man.
I probably have to look at like my Spotify. Like I'm terrible for like my memory, like, you know, like can remember people's names, stuff like that, and like what they mean to me as well. So I probably have to look, but probably somebody. Somebody.
No, I get you. I'm the same with that as well. I'm like, when someone asks me, like even recently, like someone was like, "Oh, give me some Irish people to listen to," and it's like, just for some reason when the question is asked, you're like just brain freeze. You're just like, I don't know. Like,
no, I have a lot of that, I'd say. I'm still trying to think, but it's not actually coming to me. I think like I don't really have one person that like you know, I like super look up to. I think it's just like a collective of people. So like pints with everybody.
Exactly.
Better,
exactly. Got like a dream team going.
That's sick.
So do you feel like the project was sort of like it was something that was built up and released and now it's just sort of done with, or are you going to keep progressing on those themes?
Like we definitely have to, you know, live with it for a bit. And like just make sure that it reaches people. Like that's probably what the goal is, you know, just let it connect with people. But like, sorry, what was the question again?
For you, more sort of from a personal level, do you feel like it was just sort of like the songs and the writing is a result of like things like feelings, emotions, themes that are built up and now you've sort of released them? Or do you feel like in future you're going to keep on building on those themes, or do you even know?
Like I definitely know where I'm going for the next project. It's definitely going to be, it's going to kind of link back to like my home growing up, like the nature around there. So it's like a beautiful area, and just kind of like letting kind of like my childhood be brought into the story, and like just how I was living, and getting all that in there, because I think the first just like glimpse EP was just like it was like kind of scratching the surface level. Like as I was saying before, I don't want to give everything away. So the next one is going to be kind of hinted towards that, and you know, build on that, and then it might go on to another set of stories. We'll see how it goes. Yeah.
Did you have like a favorite song, like when you were creating the glimpse?
Creating, I think like Stillwater with Jafaris was really cool. Because I think I think on Percy's verse, like the production kind of reminded me of a bit of like Kanye's kind of stuff, with like the big bass. Like that's kind of where I was trying to get at for that. So but that took a long time to do, because we kept changing ideas and like, you know, bringing, it started off as like a super chill track, and then I was just like, that's like, you know, fuck.
Turn it up to 11.
Yeah, turn it up to 11, and we did that. Another one I like is probably Passion as well. It's like super, like it's like very real, I suppose. Well, they all are, but like, it was really smooth process, like doing it, but it just came from like, it really came from me. So it was just like, that's sick as well.
Yeah, totally.
But I love all of them.
100%.
I wouldn't put anything out if I didn't love it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, definitely so.
Yeah, that's a good mentality to have as well, because you know, you want that kind of thing of like, you know, once you put a song out, you can't take it back. Yeah, you want to make sure that it is something that you're like obviously happy with, and obviously like it's done great obviously for you so far. Like obviously you're happy probably with the response and everything like that, obviously. And
it's really, really good, really positive. Just seeing like reviews and stuff was like, you know, when you get a good review, it just, you know, gives you that kind of kick of like, you know, I'm gonna keep going and keep progressing. So it was cool.
Just because I imagine like there would have been like a lot of nerves and stuff with like, because it is your first kind of major like, you know, EP putting out there and stuff like that. So
I think like I was saying before, for like the like first the 2 hours before the release of like any release I put out is like really nerve-wracking. Just for me in general. It might not be for everybody else, but you know, because you put all this work into something and then it's like building up and you're just like, oh shit,
go time.
It's go time. And then once it's out and you like, you know, you can't do anything about it, it's not yours anymore. It's like anybody, you know, it's everybody else's, I suppose. So then that kind of like weight like gets lifted off you, and then you just wait to see if people like it or not. And everything so far has been pretty good. So I don't have to worry about that.
Just yet.
But I'm also trying to push a bit of boundaries as well. Like, say if anybody has a perception of me right now, like it's probably going to change at some point. You know, because I don't want to stay stale. Just keep doing different things.
Exactly. But I suppose, is there anything you'd like to like close, shout out, anyone that, I don't know.
Kind of. I think just like probably like the gig would be a good introduction to who I am. Body and Soul as well is coming up, so that'll be cool, because there's probably going to be people that don't know who I am there, so hopefully I can impress them.
Is that going to be your first like festival gig?
First festival gig. Nice. So hopefully some will follow after that as well. And then just more music to come out, and more shows would be like kind of the foundation of where I want to go.
Keep 2019 busy anyway.
For sure, definitely.
What date is the gig?
It's 25th of May.
25th
of May, so that'll be, really cool.
The mad one. Wheelin's a good venue as well, so definitely pop down.
For sure.
Perfect.
Thank you very much.
Thanks so much, man.
Cheers.
Appreciate you coming on.
Thank you.
No worries at all.
Cheers, thank you, man.